Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. We'll start by taking a look at pound dollar, GBP USD on the 4 hour chart. And as you can see, it's been making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. It's been bearish for the last few weeks. So this was the last low that was broken. It was dealing in this range for a while with this lower high. So we're going to map out our range. And we're simply waiting to see if there's going to be a pullback to this area of supply, or this area of supply just really just continued to push down from when we discussed last week. It could pull back up. I'm not looking for any buys right now. We're looking for any sells if it comes back to this area, or somewhere further up to see it grab liquidity and then continue pushing down as the dollar continues pushing up. Next is the euro dollar. We see here similar situations, been making lower lows, lower highs. This is the last low that was broken by this lower high. So we'll map out our range that we're dealing with. It's also too low to buy. This is a 4 hour chart. Well, too low to sell, and not looking for any buys right now till it pulls back, possibly into premium to get this area of supply or this area of supply. Let's see, similar to the pound dollar, in this area of supply. Or this area of supply, if it's going to pull back that far, which we're waiting to see. But I'm not looking for any sales until it does at least retrace back into the premium range. And we'll move on to Aussie dollar. And like I said last week, it's been making it's been in a range, and then it was collecting liquidity on both sides, but now it has pushed out of that range when it was trading sideways. So this was the high that broke this low, the low of the range. So we'll map out the current range. That we're dealing with. I'm looking to see if this is gonna pull back. I'm not looking for any buys right now. I'm looking for any pullbacks into any areas of supply that's in premium, like here or here, to see if bearish momentum can kick back in and continue pushing down, but not right at this moment. NCD USD, similar situation to Aussie. It's been trading sideways, like I said last week, collecting liquidity on both sides. But now it has broken out of this range and broken the low of the range. So we'll map out the range that we're dealing with now. Bears are still in control, so only looking for sales, not looking for any buys at the moment. Waiting to see if it can pull back into premium, into these areas of supply. Or it might just be really impulsive and not even pull back that far and just move back to this area of supply and just continue pushing down. But I'm only looking for sales if it does significantly pull back and maybe have a liquidity sweep in order to continue pushing down. GBP AUD. This is also broken past a daily higher low from last week. This was the range that it was in the daily time frame. This is all internal correction, impulse, bearish impulse, correction. Is all internal, and this was the demand zone that made that strong daily higher high or higher low. And as you can see, it has GBP AUD has pushed past that, so we're no longer dealing with a bullish market on the daily or the 4 hour time frame. It's no longer the strong daily higher high or higher low. Let's map out the range that we're dealing with now. And we'll see here this was the last lower high that broke the low. Let's see. This was the last lower high that broke this low. It was trading sideways, got got liquidity and continued to push down, and it broke the higher low. So now we're waiting for a pullback into premium to see when we could take a sell, and we'll move this. Now this is the protected lower high. So if this gets broken, that would mean that the buyers have stepped back in. So I wouldn't be looking for any buys until then. And like I said, I'll be looking for sales once it pulls back into any area here. It looks like this is a fair value gap. And this will be the area of supply to look forward to taking any sales from. And then we'll take a look at GBP. NZD, similar situation from last week. The daily range was here because it was bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. Higher lows, higher highs. Didn't break past the higher high up here. So then this was a bearish impulsive move, and it continued trading down. This was the protected daily higher low that had a demand zone, and this took a little bit longer to get to. It took this sell before the buy was protected. Oh man, it was protected somewhat, and now as you can see, it has broken past that. So we're gonna map out the new range that we're dealing with. This is the lower high that broke this low with the highest of the lower highs. You can also map it out from here, but this was the lower high that broke this low that caused the impulse move to break the through structure. Even though it barely broke through structure, it still broke through on GBP AUD, and they move similar. So this is no longer the protected daily higher low. And this is now the strong lower high that if this does not stay protected, then that means the buyers have stepped back in. The buyers have stepped back in. And so we're looking for any pullbacks into premium to see where the buyer, or when bears can step back in order to take a sell when the momentum shifts back, or it could just come back to this area of supply, this straight sideways range, just to see when the momentum shifts back. And that's all. Thank you for joining us.